And they're quickly dispatched. They're off and racing then for the Randox Grand National of 2021 a cappella bourgeois, one of the first to show. Cloth Cap is about a third of the way across the course in the green cap towards the inner, with Mr. Malarkey also racing prominently, Lord de Menil, and towards the outside Jet front rank as well, in company with Yala Enki. Manila Celebration at any second now. They leave the ground for the first time. Here's Mark Johnson.
Jet on the outside just lands in front as they go over the first of the 30 fences, and there's one gone at fence number 1, and that was Lakeview Lad. Lakeview Lad has gone at the first as they go over fence number 2, and it was on the inside Cloth Cap who just about touched down in front there, taken on now by Lord de Menil as they go towards the open ditch. Jet towards the outside, all safely over the second. They cross over the third. All of them seem to jump that one pretty well. Annabelle Fly is a long way out the back of the field. Black Lion is also towards the rear as Jet and Cloth Cap and Lord de Menil take them over fence number 4 and onto Ian Bartlett.
And Magic of Light has unseated the rider there. Magic of Light, she's out of it. So Jet leading to Lord de Menil, Cloth Cap, Disco Rama, Yala Enki. Double shuffle in behind the leaders, and then comes Minella Times as they take the one before Beecher's Brook, Cabaret Queen, and behind this is Talk is Cheap, and then towards the outside Bristol de Mai and Class Contier and company with him as well. Definitely Red is off towards the right in red sleeves as they come down to Beecher's Brook then. Cloth Cap with the orange sleeves is Jet, with those Lord de Menil, a yellow jacket for Yala Enki. Disco Rama in behind those. OK Corral is one of the back markers. Potter's Corner just in behind the leaders as they come to the Foynaven fence, and then comes a cappella bourgeois. Burrow Saint right in behind the leading group from Farclas with a blue cap and Vieux Lion Rouge. They head now towards the canal turn for the first time, and it's Jet with the noseband, the orange sleeves, the yellow jacket, Yala Enki, Cloth Cap, double shuffle behind those, and then any second now behind this Minella Times and Burrows Saint, double shuffle, Cabaret Queen behind those. At this stage of the race, right towards the back of the field is Annabelle Fly, but here's Mark as they take Valentine.
Lord de Menil made a mistake at Valentine's, also a cappella bourgeois pecked on landing as they go on towards the next, and it's Jet who has the lead to Cloth Cap and double shuffle. Yala Enki working a little bit wider with Lord de Menil. Burrows Saint, another one who's quite wide out on the track, being followed by Farclas and also the mare Cabaret Queen on the wide outside as they go on now towards the next, and it's Jet who just about has the lead and jumps it well to Cloth Cap on the inside, who took it in second place, and there's one gone in midfield. Minella Celebration has gone in midfield, blundered and seated the rider. They go now on towards the final fence before the Melling Road, and Jet had the lead over Yala Enki. Double shuffle is down, and also badly hampered there was any second now as they now go over the Melling Road, and the leader is Jet. Jet goes clear by a couple of lengths to Cloth Cap, who's racing in second, and Lord de Menil is in third. Yala Enki is racing in fourth position. Then towards the inside, Minella Times is just about in fifth, with Cabaret Queen upon the outside of Burrows Saint. They're then being followed by the grey Farclas, who's being followed by Disco Rama, and then on the inside it's Chris's Dream as they make the run now on towards the next, and back to the grandstand and to Richard Hoyles.
So Jet it is who leads the national field at these early stages, being pursued by Lord de Menil. Cloth Cap's always been in a handy position, and he currently is tracking the leaders in third. Yala Enki and Burrows Saint are the next two. At the back of the field, Annabelle Fly is being pulled up. So Annabelle Fly pulled up before number 13 as they all step over that. Watching the back markers over it, they include Mr. Malarkey. Shattered Love is also towards the tail. The loose horses hopefully will stay out of the way. This is the one before the chair, and it's Jet who leads. From in second, Lord de Menil. On the inside, Cloth Cap, then Burrows Saint, who's just ahead of Cabaret Queen. Yala Enki comes next with Vieux Lion Rouge. Just behind these, we have Farclas the Grey with Discorama, Chris's Dream, then Tout est permis, who races on the inside. Alpha Desobo comes next as Jet leads them towards the chair. Jet will rise at the chair about 4 lengths clear. Cloth Cap rises in second place. Untroubled passage so far. Potter's Corner made a mistake there, and at the back of the field we lost Canelo and also Ami Desbois. They were both casualties at the chair. Jet it is who leads. Cloth Cap in second, Lord de Menil is third. Burrows Saint races in fourth place. Minella Times is handy for Rachel Blackmore, then Farclas, Vieux Lion Rouge, Yala Enki as they turn away. Acapella Bourgeois racing on the outside. Farclas in that group with Alpha Desobo, Black Lion comes next with Definitely Red and Potter's Corner. Towards the outside, Class Conti in company with Bristol Demai. And then behind these, Any Second Now, who shows just ahead of OK Corral, who's 2/3 of the way back on the inside. The stragglers at this stage, they include the likes of Taking Risk. Mr. Malarkey is the overall back marker as they continue on the run for the second time down to board Beechers. Round about the back of the field, Mr. Malarkey is about to pull up as they take fence number 17 and back to mark.
Jet giving Samueli Cohen a tremendous spin. He's clear by 8 lengths to Cloth Cap, who crossed that one in second place. Taking Risks has been pulled up before the first fence on this section, and Jet comes towards the next plain fence, reaches for it, but he's clear of Cloth Cap, who was over it in second, and Burrow Saint is in third. Farclar racing in fourth, and on that one's inside is Discorama. Cabaret Queen then towards the outside of Vieux Lion Rouge, as Jet just steady going into that open ditch, took a very long look at it, but he's still clear. The others streaming over it, now dropping right out the back of the field is OK Corral. They go on towards the next, and Jet still clear by about 6 or 7 lengths. Here's Ian.
He's chased by Cloth Cap and Burrow Saint. Vieux Lion Rouge is a faller there. So Jet continues to be clear. Good lead. He might almost be 10 clear to Cloth Cap and Cabaret Queen and Burrow Saint. And in behind those, Disco Rama and Manila Times. And behind those is Chris's Dream. Yala Enki, I think, might have been pulled up to the back of the field. Bristol Demai is way back in the field now. I think Ballyoptica stopped as well as they race down then to Beecher's Brook. And it is Jet. He continues to be in the commanding advantage to Cloth Cap in second place. Burrow Saint, Disco Rama, Manila Times, Farclar is behind those, and then Black Lion, and then Shattered Love is behind these. Potter's Corner's been pulled up, and also now the Long Mile has been pulled up. As over the Foynhaven fence, it's still Jet. He's well clear at this stage. Burrow Saint, a very pale jacket, in second. Cloth Cap and Disco Rama, Cabaret Queen behind these, and then Balco de Flo and Farclar, and behind this then is Black Lion as Jet clears the canal turn, still well clear. Cloth Cap and Burrow Saint together in second and third positions. The tail enders include Class Conti, Hogan's Height, Sub-Lieutenant at this stage is the last one still going. Jet is still clear. We return to Mark.
And Jet's lead is still the best part of 8 lengths. Cloth Cap now been asked to try and close in second place, with alongside that one Manila Times and Black Lion and Chris's Dream, and Burrow Saint towards the outside, Discorama, Farclar, and then towards the outside Cabaret Queen as they go on now towards the next. Pulling up at the back of the field is Sub-Lieutenant, and they go on towards this next plain fence, and it's still Jet clear by about 6 or 7 lengths. Slight peck on landing. One who's gone there was Chris's Dream, and Seats the Rider went in around about 7th or 8th position. 3 fences to go, and Jet comes towards the third last, still with a commanding advantage. Again shortened into it. Burrow Saint was over in second position. Towards the inside, Manila Times is in third, and then in fourth, Discorama. Black Lion will go over the Melling Road in 5th place. That one is then being followed by Balco de Flo, who is creeping closer, and so too Cabaret Queen. Farclar is next. Cloth Cap has been pulled up before the third from home, and so there's 2 more fences to take, and the finale of the Grand National with Richard Hoyles.
And Jet's being closed on by the pack now. Manila Times for Rachel Blackmore, Burrow Saint and Balco de Flo are now the front wave of 4. Discorama towards the inside, Any Second Now, then Black Lion, 2 lengths to Farclar. Cabaret Queen is being ridden along, then Shattered Love as they race towards the second last in the National. Away to the left-hand side, Balco de Flo in the orange cap, Burrow Saint in the pink jacket, and Manila Times, who just picked up in front there with Any Second Now as they head down towards the last in the National. Balco de Flo on the far side for Aidan Coleman, on the right-hand side, Manila Times for Rachel Blackmore. Any Second Now is now pulled out to deliver a challenge in third, but over the last in the National, it is Manila Times who leads them towards the elbow. 3 or 4 lengths clear from ridden in second place, Balco de Flo. Any Second Now and Burrow Saint. Rachel Blackmore heads towards the elbow with 200 yards between herself and an Aintree victory. Balco de Flo and Any Second Now are about 5 lengths down, 150 yards to go. Manila Times, Rachel Blackmore still 5 lengths clear, and it is Manila Times who is keeping up the gallop towards the line. Manila Times, Rachel Blackmore raises the bar still higher. She won the National at Manila Times for Henry de Bromhead, the duo of the season. Balco to Flow any second now, Burrows Saint. Parklar for the places, Black Lion, Discorama, Jets finished. So has Cabaret Queen, so has Shattered Love, so has Alpha des Obeaux, and a pat down the neck for Hogan Heights. Acapella Bourgeois coming up the run-in, but may well not have jumped the last. What a story. Manila Times at 11 to 1. Rachel Blackmore, the Queen of Cheltenham, but it is the Grand National that every rider wants to win. And Rachel Blackmore, a jockey of the highest quality, will make headlines for being the first female rider. She is also one of the best jockeys to win the Grand National. What a performance. Manila Times is the national winner.